Hey there, hi there, Geminis. It's me, Priscilla B, and welcome to your spiritual warfare tarot reading. So, yes, spiritual warfare, fun stuff. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to be using this Runik Tarot deck. Okay. Um. Well, it's a book, but there's a deck. Yeah, I'm going to be using the deck for this, and I'm going to be doing a magical action spread for you. Okay, and this is going to help counter attack any of the spiritual attacks that are happening to you. Okay, so magical action. A magical action is no different from normal actions. It is often a symbolic representation that is shaped by will and intent, and in turn shapes and affects the world. It is a symbol of real action and carries the same burdens and responsibilities, both ethical in facing the consequences of our choices and in understanding the sacrifices needed by our commitment. The number one, representation of intent. This card is not drawn randomly, but it is chosen by the court. It represents what the court wants to achieve. So we're going to find out exactly what the court, which is you, Gemini, what do you want to achieve here? What is your intent? Okay, obviously not to be attacked would be nice, right? that would be great. Okay. Oh, we got the Emperor. Wow. Powerhouse. Okay, Gemini. You're showing up. Facts. Okay. A friend of mine just like said this word to me, like facts, like about stuff, and it's just like, I love it. Okay. So if I say that a lot, it's because I love it. All right. So let's see. The Emperor. Let's see. Okay, what does the Emperor want us to know at this time? Okay, so the Emperor, Thor is the son of Odin and is the god of thunder and protection. He represents the archetype of loyalty and commitment. He defends Asgard from the giants and other creatures who want to take the land from the Aesir. Thor is the strongest warrior in the pantheon. His belt gives him extra strength, and his hammer, Mimir, brings lightning down as well. He makes a perfect emperor for the Runik Tarot. Okay? The Emperor is a fierce archetype in tarot. Okay, yeah, so like he is a tarot though. Look at him. He's fierce. It's super terrifying, right, Gemini? Okay. However, you are channeling the embodiment of this energy right now. So you're pretty much Thor right now. Okay. Or if you're a woman, you can be Thor's girlfriend. Okay. Played by Natalie Portman. Okay. Check it out. Anyways, so we have physical power, demonstrating capabilities, set clear expectations, focus on action and results. Okay. Now the reason why you were attacked, because you're probably like, why is someone attacking me right now? I'll tell you. This is the Emperor in reverse. Lack of good boundaries. They don't respect your boundaries. Being too rigid, unreliable, have too high expectations. Okay. That is no bueno. That is not good. Okay. So, the strength, the protection, the focus happening right now. This is the rune of protection that you have for you. Okay, there's a rune here, and it's on the belt. Okay. So the rune gets its name and shape from the sharp thorns seen in many berry bushes. Think of a rose or berry bush. These thorns cause pain, and it required some strength to deal with the overgrowth. Runic scholars tie this rune into Thor and the giants, okay, because of the spectacle they make when stomping around. Therefore, this rune relates to Thor's prowess and strength and ability to protect, okay? In more modern times, this rune helps to clear your way. Use it when you are blocked and need a straightforward solution. Imagine yourself pushing through a thorny thicket. It would help if you had some strength to chop a path and clear directions to remove yourself from the middle. Use Zaz to focus and gain access to the power you need. Smash big tasks into smaller steps so you can accomplish them. All right? And that's what you're doing. You are accomplishing these tasks, okay? All right, so now let's take a look here at your magical action Representation of will. This card and the two that follow are drawn randomly after shuffling the deck. It represents the resources the coin can rely on in order to fuel their action and proceed according to their intent. And we have the Knight of Swords. All right, yeah, you have Thor's hammer, and now you have. I feel like you've like laid down the law. I'm getting like. I feel like you like decimated someone's entire like strategic plan to attack you, Gemini. Like you just decimated it. I feel like okay. Anyways, so Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is like again, you know, the horse, the guy on the horse with his sword. He's taking this swift action of truth. The sword always swords always represent truth, right? They always represent like that saying like the pen is mightier than the sword, right? In modern times, you know, we don't fight each other with swords, right? So again, you know, this sword here, I feel like this masculine energy is taking this like truth that you've given them, and I feel like now they are speeding ahead with that. You know, they're taking that forward into battle with them. Okay, so let's see this Knight of Swords. Let's see. Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords handles their tasks with haste. They rush into action and are ready to take any challenge head on. However, they are not ill prepared. Their ingenuity has helped them bring new adjustments to their protective clothing and helm. The Knight of Swords seeks out challenges to overcome. Everything is competition for this person. They are impatient and they trust the honor that comes with defeating each challenge. They do not like sitting still and can often be found practicing their skills. They are always seeking to be better. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Gemini, like you are always seeking to be better. We are always seeking to be better. How can we, you know, counterattack? How can we protect ourselves from these negative energies and these, you know, spiritual attacks on us energetically, right? So we're always learning. Craft a plan of action. Make your move now. A burst of creative energy. Think before acting. Yeah, so this energy right now here is saying like they've gotten all the information they need. I feel like with the Thor energy, the Emperor energy, it's like this is you energy, Gemini. Like you are a powerhouse here. You are a leader here. You're an authoritative figure in your own life. So I feel like you have completely, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Revealed. There we go. Revealed. I feel like you have completely revealed like who you are as a person and like how you show up to these negative attacks, these spiritual, energetic, negative actions. Swords is all about actions that have been taken on to you, that have been pushed onto you, pressed onto you, and you. I feel like I'm getting like a meeting of some kind, like a conversation of some kind. Either way, though, I feel like you are showing up as like who you really are, and you're not trying to hide anything. You're not trying to like project any blame on anybody or anything. You're sticking with like hard cold facts, truth, facts here. Okay, anyways. So the thing here is that there is like an impatient, out of control energy. Wait until more info arrives. Slow down, guard your thoughts. Yeah, this is good. This is important information for you, I feel like. Bind rune, clear the path and remind you that you are making the right choices. You're making the right choices. You're clearing the path here. Air, intellectual power, ideals, communication plans, and laws. Fire, creative power out of strength, passions, and desires. Yeah, I'm getting that, the passion, the desire, the creative power. Oh my God. Whoa, what just happened, Gemini? Ace of Swords. Moment of truth. You cannot deny it. It is the truth. Look at that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, here we go. So Ace of Swords. Let's see. And now this card, again, remember, this is the card of truth here. Now, the representation of sacrifice, okay? Something has to be released. Something has to be let go. What you're letting go of right now is everything that you were holding on to that was hurting you. I'm getting like secrets, like there was like family secrets, like I'm getting like wounds here, like scars, emotional wounds, emotional scars, wounds here. There was a truth here that you were hiding, that you didn't want people to know about. Wow. Oh my God, I feel like this has happened before to you. Like maybe like in a past life. I feel like in the past wow. Yeah, karmic lessons I'm getting. Yeah, this is letting go and can be just as important as to grasp. So once you let go of the pain that you were feeling, all the pain that was getting projected onto you, now you can finally let that all go. And look, this is the sword of truth for you. It's like the old gods. Yeah, your ancestors here. I'm picking up on. They want you to know that you're not alone. That you can let go of those people that have attacked you, that have hurt you, that have harmed you. You are safe now. You have room to, I'm getting like breathe in air, breathe. You no longer have to feel like I'm getting pressure. You don't have to feel any pressure here. Nobody is trying to force you to do anything you don't want anymore. I'm getting. Okay, so let's see here. Ace of Swords. What is the message here for this Ace of Swords? Represents insight. This can be described as the moment you inhale deeply into your body, the calm and center and stilling before moment occur. The Ace of Swords represents the source of all ideas. It can grow with us as the plant can grow from a seed or a leaf. It can also cut like the blade of a sword, causing us to learn and adjust our thinking to something new. When it shows up in readings, it lets us know that something new is ready to emerge. It's time to be aware and let it unfold. Truth, awareness, a new idea, start a new project, initial spark. Reversed, hesitation, grandiose ideas, inability to flesh out the concept, confusion, doubt. The Divine Rune help to protect and give you strength as you learn. And now there are a lot of runes on this sword, okay? So, there we go. Dorn is an innate form of self-protection. Hedgil is an uncontrollable injury from outside. Yeah, and that's what happened. You couldn't control this attack on you. And that really, messed with you a little bit, because you're not trying to control people, but you are trying to protect yourself, and you put trust in certain people to protect you, and then they use their swords, they hurt you, they attack you, right? So this isn't your fault. You've not done nothing wrong. You did not deserve this. I feel like your ancestors are, speaking to you right now, saying like, you did not deserve the way you were treated. You did not deserve this. Ing is the potential energy that motivates you. Os is the protection of the divine. Sen is a sudden impulse to do something, right? So, and that's again right in alignment with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords wants to do something. The Knight of Swords is they heard they heard you loud and clear. They heard your truth, and they're like, I want to go to war for the Emperor here. Like, I want to go to war for you, Gemini. I want to fight for you. And you're processing that. Okay, Gemini? You're like, okay, like, you know, that energy is new to you. It's a different feeling. It's a different vibe. It's a good one. It's a good one, Gemini. People who want to fight for you, when you're going through this, it's something you're not used to. Okay? You do like it, though. Okay? You do like it. Yeah. So, what you've sacrificed here is letting go of all those people, all those places, all those things, all of that negative energy that was constantly attacking you. You're letting it all go. Okay? Representation of consequences. It represents how the situation may evolve and change, and it points out the responsibilities of the horn for the good and the bad. So this isn't like, when I say the word consequences, it might have negative connotations, and I feel like this isn't like, ooh, you did something bad. You actually did something very good for yourself. You actually stood up for yourself. So I kind of want to like rephrase that as like representation of rewards. Like, what are the rewards that you're going to get? Okay, yeah, you're still going to have to do work. Yeah, you're still going to have to go to war for yourself. Yeah, you're still going to have to stand up for yourself. However, you're going to be rewarded for that. And it might not feel that way at first because you are being very open here. You are being very vulnerable here. Yes, there's like no cups here, which are like the emotional part of this. But like it doesn't really matter because it's like you are being strategic here. You are being logical here. There's always emotion. War always stems from something emotional. Okay, we should not kid ourselves here. However, that may be, when you go to war for yourself, you have to be strategic and you have to be logical. And you are doing exactly that. You have a plan. You have a strategy. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. 7 of Swords. Look, hiding in plain sight. Look at this man behind this, like, what is that? Oh, it's the god. It's a god. It's like a wooden carving of a god. And he's hiding behind it with his sword ready to attack these two that are paying no mind. They got no. This is so funny. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm getting like a vision right now. Okay. Basically what's happening here is like, you're the leader, right? You're the emperor. Okay. So then you let everyone in your, you're on your team, know what's going on, how you've been hurt, how you've been betrayed, who's attacking you, and then you send your Knight of Swords to go fight for you with the Ace of Swords. He's carrying the Ace of Swords. He's got the truth in his hand. Okay, he's ready to go. And he ends up going, right? And he's like at the camp, and look, there he is, ready to, these two men, I feel like, attacked you. Or at least they're part of the tribe that did attack you, right? This is like family. Oh my god, I feel like your ancestors are like, oh my god. I feel like this is such like a past life thing too, because I think it's like, how did you get here, Gemini, right? Like, obviously your ancestors like had to like keep surviving so much, right? And finally make it, right, to this timeline, right? So I feel like they want you to understand war, what war is like. Yes, we're talking spiritual war because we're in like modern times, but like there really were battles in the past. There really was war, and your ancestors had to survive that, right? So They're showing you how to be strategic. They're showing you how to get some control back, okay? We don't all need to be like control freaks or whatever, but like you do need to have mastery and control over your own life. And you don't need to be like a snob about it or like an elitist. I'm going to say the word elitist here because I feel like that applies to modern times. A snob is a little bit of a past term. But basically an elitist is a rich person, right? Someone with a lot of money, a lot of wealth that they use for power, and they use that money and wealth for power to hurt other people and harm other people because they think, oh, well, I have all this money, I have all this, and that gives me power, that makes me better than anyone with no money. That's the kind of, for, I would say spiritual warfare, because people are using their money to hurt other people. That's their tool. That's their weapon of choice. It's true. And, and they, people also use their minds a lot. They think they can like outsmart people or outwit people, and do harm to those people. That's like another thing. People use their minds as weapons. Some people use their bodies as weapons. So I feel like all these things were used to attack you, Gemini. Oh my God. Okay. So my heart goes out to you, Gemini. I get it. I understand it. It's not a fun situation here. However, you do have the skills you need to protect yourself. Yeah, these two guys are like not paying attention. Well, maybe they should be paying attention in times of war. It's the war we're talking about here. Like, come on now. No days off for you. Just saying. Like, get to work. Okay, Gemini. So, let's see. What is this? Seven of Swords. Okay, let's see here. Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords. This is like the sneaky Seven of Swords. Okay. A Viking hides behind a stone carving of Odin. They wear 3 swords. 2 are on their back, and they are drawing one from their sheath. The Viking wears black armor. The statue provides a perfect hiding place. Odin is the father of Thor. So it's like your father is protecting Odin. Like, I feel like, I'm not saying it has to exactly be that specific, but I'm saying like that energy, that power of Odin. You can be, you can be whoever you are watching this, and that energy of Odin, like he's got your back. Okay. Okay. So, the Vikings, okay, I got to talk about that. Now, 2 Anglo-Saxons walk down the road. The 2 knights wear armor and have multiple swords on them as well. One wears a full suit of plate mail armor. The other is dressed in leather. They are unaware of the Vikings' presence. Instead, they move slowly down the road, enjoying the discussion. 3 runes appear on the card, 1 on the Anglo-Saxon and 2 near and on the Viking. The 7 of Swords shows a tricky situation. The Viking has targeted 2 others. There must be a good reason for this. Perhaps the one in leather sold out the Vikings' clan to their enemy, the Anglo-Saxons. Someone sold you out here. Like someone did you dirty. Someone did you dirty. Okay? In any case, the Viking feels that they need to take care of the matter with their hand. They need to act with honest intentions. Otherwise, they could be putting more at risk than just a few lives. You have to protect your tribe. You have to protect your clan, Gemini. You can't, agree to let someone who has actively hurt you and actively attacked you do these things to you anymore. You have been hurt, Gemini. Like, I feel like, I feel like somebody really betrayed your trust, right? Okay. So that being said, act with integrity. Trickery is taking the first move. Betrayal, dealing with the enemy. Reversed, focus, be sincere. Know when you are being lied to. Be honest. Gain perspective of the situation. Have a spiteful desire to silence those against you. No, you don't have a spiteful desire. But this bind rune is like saying to you, like, somebody really, like, they attacked you, Gemini, in so many forms, in so many different ways. And it's time for you to speak your truth. Now it is time for you to share your truth. Now it is time for you to actively choose to protect those that need protection versus those that are willing to fight for a cause that's, going to cause you harm and cause you more delay in your progress to heal, because that's really is the next step after the battle is won, after the war is over. Then it becomes time to rest, then it becomes time to heal. And right now I feel like for you, Gemini, is like somebody on the outside is trying to like rush the process, is trying to rush you to heal, pressure you to heal, pressure you to forgive. Gemini, you have to understand something here. The way that these attacks happened, the way that you were attacked, getting like very specific details, so I don't know if this resonates with everyone or whoever's watching this, but I feel like somebody abused you, Gemini, emotionally, physically. I feel like they took the power that you were born with, the power that you were gifted with, and they tried to destroy it. I feel like they actively tried to destroy it. I feel like they actively tried to diminish your sense of self-worth, your soul. I feel like Gemini, they betrayed your trust time and time again. I feel like they tried to steal your power from you, your autonomy from you. We're not about that life. Okay. We're not about that life. Okay. So upright, act with integrity. Okay. Represents quick wit. Sigil indicates an abundance of energy and readiness. Gar represents Odin's weapon, an external powerful assistance. Okay. And you have that here. You have Odin's weapon. Odin, right? He could see a lot of things happening here too. Anyways, you have the sword as your weapon, the sword of truth. You have your truth. It is time for you to speak it now. And you have Thor's hammer. So I feel like Odin is like giving you this sword a little bit. I'm also getting like, I don't know if you've seen the movie recently, Masters of the Universe. Yes, watch that movie. Oh my God. This is, your power was taken from you, and you had to find your way back to your power. Your power is you. The power is within you. Okay? Yeah, I'm also picking up like you don't need like people, you don't need like a lot of like trophies or like rewards. See, this goes back to rewards again. Like, I feel like the reward is being able to finally speak your truth and finally being able to know that the power has been within you this whole time. You channel that power and it will help you. Okay? It will help you. And everything like that. And also, I definitely believe in self-protection. I believe in, if you're a woman, you don't feel safe out there on the streets or whatever, definitely carry like pepper spray or something with you if you need it. Because people that are your enemy might be using that, right? To attack you, right? So I feel like you do have a right to protect yourself and feel safe. If you need like a modern day weapon, right, for protection, you deserve it. You deserve to have it. And I feel like that's, you know, there are classes you can take to, you know, safety first. So, you know, definitely go down, choose that path, okay? But yeah, you deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel protected. Okay? So even though we live in modern times, people still act pretty uncivilized. So yeah. That's my message for you, beautiful souls. Love and light always, Geminis. And, you know, you've got to protect yourself from, and especially from, you know, negative, toxic, horrible people and places and things, okay? They do exist, obviously. So, yeah. Love and light always. Bye, Geminis, beautiful souls. Take care now.